Hello everyone, I'm Fabi, and I'm here to explain how you can grow without spending a single penny. So let's get started. So first off, what I do want to say is if you're going as a free-to-play, you want to make a jumper account. Why? Well, making a jumper account is the best thing you can do to gain power without spending. I've already made a jumper guide video that I will put in the description for you guys. But if you already know what a jumper is, then you won't need to watch the video, but I do recommend watching it just in case you learn anything that you don't quite understand. So when making a jumper account, you do want to put your civilization as China. Even if you aren't making a jumper account, put your civilization as China, because you will get that 5% building buff, and that building buff will always help you. It will help you like early game, it will help you end game, it will just help you. So as a free to play, I suggest not fighting at all, as you won't have strong enough commanders like all the spenders will have. They'll usually have expertise Minamoto, which I do not have because I was a low spender for this account. But they will always have an expertise Minamoto, while you will only have a Sun Tzu that's not expertised, as it will be early game. Fighting also wastes resources which are vital for free-to-play players. However, if you do want to fight, then only fight when necessary. Your moment will come. Another thing for free-to-play is action points. You always want to use up all your AP before reset. If you don't, that's fine, but using up all your AP will benefit you a lot. Use your AP to defeat forts and barbarians. Forts will give you XP books, which will also help level up your commanders. XP books. As a free to play, you won't get as much XP books as spenders will, so you need to use them wisely, and I suggest only focus on leveling up one commander, as if you do more than one commander, it will just be a waste of XP and it will just confuse you even more. Focus on your Sun Tzu, as you can use him for forts to then get more XP books for more commanders. If you do it this way, you'll be able to get a lot of XP for just one commander. If you focus on two commanders, then you'll be having to divide up the XP, which is quite a waste because you're just better leveling up one commander to then use him to go get more XP for another commander. Guardians. Guardians is something that's very useful for us free-to-plays, as it gives a ton of XP from killing only one Guardian. Usually, if you are in a good alliance, you will be doing 4 Guardian runs a day. If you cannot be on for more than 2, that is also fine. Doing 2 runs a day is also good. Try to aim for either 2 runs a day or more. Guardians also do not require any AP, so it's really good for when you're saving bottles for KVK. I'm going to show you how much XP. I just got 2.8k for my Charles and my Sun Tzu, which is really good for leveling up them. AP bottles. AP bottles are a useful item which will help you kill marauders for KVK. You always want to save your AP bottles until pre-KVK, as killing marauders will give you a lot of good rewards and will also benefit your kingdom. So always save up your AP bottles no matter what the cost is. You don't need to be doing like 50 barbarians a day. You only just need to use up all your AP, like your daily AP that you get and the AP you get here. As soon as that's done, then that is fine. You can just go off to bed or something and go farm. VIP. VIP levels are something that is going to be hard for free to plays, but the buffs you get from VIP is really good. Only spend your gems on VIP. This will also help you get good rewards when more than gems come around, as you can just unload all your gems into VIP, which in return you get more rewards when more than gems is happening. You can see that this account that I've not been active on for ages, You can see that I am VIP 8 because I put all my gems into this. And you can see the buffs you get as VIP 1. You get stone production and all that stuff. You can get AP recovery, which is really good for free-to-plays. You can get building speed, which is also good. You'll get research and trading speed, which is also really good for free-to-plays. Sunset Canyon free attempts, hospital capacity, more action point recovery, more gathering and building. You will also permanently unlock a second building cube, which is really useful. I would usually say to either aim for VIP 6 or VIP 8 because you'll get a 15% of action point recovery. Farms. Farming is really needed for free to play, so you should always have 2 or more farms accounts when playing. You don't really need to be active on your farm accounts, you only need to be on for around like 20 minutes to send out gatherers, to train your troops, research, stuff like that. This will also help you finish up your city hall because it costs a lot to upgrade your city hall. Look at this, 36 million food. Because when you're on your main account, you won't be harvesting stone or stuff. You'll be focusing for gems because your gems will then help you level up your VIP, as I said before. Expedition. Expedition is something that's really good for free to plays because every mission you finish, you will get more stored credits. These stored credits can be used to buy Aetherfled, which are really good for chaining barbarians. You can also buy XP books here. You can buy different resources. You can buy commander sculptures. This will all in turn help you grow your power even more. Sunset Canyon. Sunset Canyon is another good thing you can do as a free to play. You might be thinking, oh, why, Fabi, why? Well, look at the rewards. Rank 1, that'll probably be a spender, but look, rank 1 will be getting so much XP. Even as a free to play, you can probably get into the top 100s, top 100 to top 200s. That is still 20,000 XP you are getting every single day. You may not be getting a gold key like everyone else that is in the top 5, but you are still getting XP, and these XP can help you level up your main commander, which will help you fight for KVK. Also boost your power, you'll also be getting speed ups, and for every season, you'll be getting even more speed ups and even more XP, which will then help you because you'll be hoarding all these things, which will help you push your power, and that will make your kingdom even stronger and better. You can help protect your kingdom by pushing up your commanders. You can show everyone that you're a really good and experienced free to play player. To get more tickets to contribute to Sunset Canyon, you should do your daily objectives. Because in here, you won't only just get 100 gems, you will get 1 golden key, 1 crystal key, 1 challenge ticket, a magic chest, and 4 epic sculptures. The relic coins are just for seasonal conquest. The epic sculptures will also help you in obviously expertise in like commanders like Sun Tzu. Aetherfled will obviously not get expertise by this, but I thought Aetherfled was a epic commander. I am so disappointed in myself. Anyway, Sunset Canyon is a must. You must do this. If you do this, you'll get easily so much more rewards. And if you can push to top 5, you are getting gold keys every single day, which is really good, even for spenders. Even for spenders, getting all this XP speed ups, really good, and I do recommend you do it. Hoarding. Hoarding is a thing that all experienced free to play players do, and it is a must if you wish to win some events for gold heads, resources. But I do suggest only pushing on certain events or events you feel like you will win. Hoarding is something that's very useful because you'll be able to save all this resources, obviously you'd have more. You'd be able to save a lot of a lot of speed ups for like research, for like training your troops. Look how much 5 minute training speed ups I have just from hoarding them. You'll also be able to hoard, like, if you want to hoard AP bottles, do it. 100%. Do it. Look, you'll be able to win sculptures if you hoard. This is all the sculptures I've won just from hoarding, and I 100% suggest you do it. Build an order. Build an order is something that free to plays follow, um, because you can't, as a free to play, you can't upgrade everything at once. What you want to do as a free to play, you want to upgrade your city hall as much as possible. This game isn't like any other building games. This won't leave you behind. This will actually benefit you because of the power, the troop capacity, and how much troop queues you will have. So you want to try and get your city hall up as much as possible. Right after your city hall, I suggest going for your alliance your alliance center, if I could find it here, because when you go on here, times you can be helped 24 times. Each help takes 1% of building time away, which is really good. So right here, this is like 24% just easily taken away from me upgrading my city hall. Don't focus on your hospital because they do cost a lot of resources. As you can see, I made this mistake on this account, and you can see that it does cost quite a lot of resources, which is really bad for early game. You only want to focus on upgrading one of your hospitals if it's required for your city hall. I'm going to post a Rise of Kingdoms calculator for buildings in the description. This will tell you what you need, how much resources, and how much speed ups. You need to upgrade, you need to go for upgrades for your next city hall. Your builders should never be idle. You always want them to be building all the time. It doesn't like it. I would say it doesn't matter what it is upgrading, which I'm wrong for saying that. You should always have your builders upgrading your wall, your tavern, your barracks and archery ranges, because they'll have to help you in the future for obviously upgrading your city hall. The only building I do suggest you upgrading with speed ups is your academy. Because your academy, every time that it is upgrading, you're missing out on research. And you don't want to miss out on your research. You want to just use up all your resources wisely, and you only want to upgrade stuff that is required for your next city hall. Research order. So, first of all, you have your economic tech and you have your military tech. Your economic tech will always be low resource cost but high speed up cost. Your military is the opposite, high resource and low speed ups. The events you want to participate in for using your research is mostly power events that you can get resources and stuff like that. The only thing I suggest you speed up when doing power up events is economic tech. And you always want to just let your research just keep going. You don't want to you want to just let them upgrade like this. I'll just leave that for 1 hour. And then that's done. And as a free to play, you want to only focus for tier 2 when you are going for military tech. as tier 3 and tier 4, that won't benefit you. That won't benefit you early on, as you won't be able to get a full march early on. The only And with economic tech, what you need to focus on is jewellery. Jewellery unlocks at City Hall 16, and this will allow you to do gems. Once you've done jewellery, you want to go for engineering, and you want to go for mathematics. You want to get them two maxed, as the engineering will give you good building speed good building speed, and for mathematics, good research speed. There's also another one early on, writing. You want to also get that maxed out, because that is really good for research as well. So if you don't research any tech, if you just leave your research idle, that is you missing out on valuable time. You don't on on your main account, you don't want to go for tech that lets you farm resources more, like this whipsaw, sawmill, plow, because you'll only be farming on your farms. The only thing you will be farming on your main is gems. Soon as you get mathematics and engineering to max, you want to just do all this one, and then get cutting and polishing. This will help you for more gems that you can put towards a VIP, stuff like that. Every time you push a city hall, you want to just research them so they're maxed out as possible. But as I said before, for military tech, you want to just go for tier 2. Even if you get like City Hall 21, just keep tier 2, as it's cheaper and amazing for free to plays, as you'll be obviously training them non-stop. You won't be fighting as much as a free to play, so you can just get all this 1-1, and then once you do reach tier 4, I suggest only research it when you've got most of the economic maxed out, or if you've got nothing else to do. I would just go. I used to go for tier 4 like as you can see on this account. I pushed for tier 4, which really did not benefit me because of the lack of resources I had. For you just want to go for tier 2, and once you've got tier 2 done, then you're fine. You can go straight onto economic tech, because other free to plays will be thinking they can push for tier 3 and tier 4. You're just going to be sat here with tier 2, but you're going to have really good tech for economic, and you're going to be building up way faster than they are. Before this video ends, I would just like to mention that if you are wanting to join a good project, I suggest joining Eternals. Eternals is an experienced jumper group that is welcoming everyone. They are growing rapidly, and they are also looking for R4s. They are starting on the 28th of December. They aim to have a peaceful kingdom and will make their accounts in an old kingdom, not a new one. They are very nice and friendly, so if you're interested, feel free to join the Discord that will be in my description. If you don't want to wait until the 28th of December for Eternals, then just come join Collision of the Holy Knights. These guys are a Russian group who also have English speakers as well. They have a Russian chat and English chat. They aim to be the best fighters for KVK, and they want to have a peaceful and fair kingdom. They are fun and really chill dudes. They also made their accounts around 1 to 2 days ago, so it's not too late to go join them. Link will also be in the description for them. The next thing I want to talk about is do's and don'ts. Do keep yourself in a safe kingdom. If there is stuff burning around you, I suggest you migrating out. Say if this guy was burning for no reason, that or if the whole kingdom was in a huge civil war, then that is not a safe kingdom for free to plays. Don't burn people's cities. It will show the kingdom you're a threat, and they will either zero you or blacklist you. And if you're zeroed, you're pretty much just screwed there. Do make friends with bigger players. Like, Say, for instance, I became friends with this guy, or friends with this guy. Because if you do, they tend to help you out with resources and also events like Soroli and more. Don't beg them for things, as they will see you as a leech and just a bad person who's just trying to get resources. Do listen to your leaders and R4s, as they usually hold the power to get you zeroed. Don't talk bad about your alliance leader in public. If you disagree with something they have done or said, then private message them, as that can get you either zeroed or blacklisted from joining top alliances for rewards. Do be active. If you show your alliance that you are active, they will see you as contributing, because if you do your tech every day, if you do rallies every day, or even they will give gifts here, they will get their gift level up higher. And it just helps the kingdom. Don't play for 10 hours a day, as you usually tend to get burnt out. Or for, grinding this game. I suggest playing for 6 hours to 8 hours, but if you want to play for less, that is totally fine. Do join your kingdom's Discord or Alliance Discord, as you will be told many information first. Like, you'll be told about Ark of Osiris, you'll be told about the teams and everything. Alliance leaders tend to tell their Discords first, as it's easier, as you can VC as well, to do meetings and stuff.